Hello, Kehilat Darchei Tzion, one Erev Shabbat, Parashat Mishpatim, Shabbat Shekalim. We read about the mitzvah of donating, of bringing to the Mishkan a machatzit shekel, a half of a shekel of a silver coin to the Mikdash. And from this money, first of all, Am Yisrael were counted according to the Psukim and Kitisa, and this money was used as part of building the Mishkan. Later on, this mitzvah becomes an annual donation that everyone has to bring this, a half a shekel, in order to bring from this money the new offerings, the new public offerings to the Mikdash. You have a mitzvah to bring the public offerings from new money, from money that was brought specifically in that same year, starting on Nisan, and not to bring it from the money from before. In our Haftarah, we read about Yoash, who was the king. He was the only survivor from the household of David HaMelech after Ataliah killed everyone from David's family, and Yoash was saved by Yehoyada the Kohen Gadol, and at the age of 7 he becomes king, and he decides that he has to fix the Mikdash. When you read this in Divrei Yamim, you understand that this whole idea of maintaining the Mikdash that we read about in our Haftarah is there because the Mikdash was really run down after years of Avodah Zarah. And Yoash collects money for this. And Rav Medan points out that in Divrei Yamim, the collection of the money is called Mas'at Moshe, meaning this is like the taxes of Moshe Rabbeinu. That is what we read in Parashat Kitisa. What we read is as Parashat Shekalim, collecting machatzit shekel. So he's collecting the money again for rebuilding the Mikdash, and this becomes an annual issue. And we see that when he's collecting this money in order to maintain and keep the Mikdash, this seemingly is a continuation of what Yoash started earlier. In the psukim that we don't read in the Haftarah in our Bet Knesset, but the Sfaradim do, we see that the whole story of maintaining the Mikdash comes after Yoash renewed the covenant with Hashem. And I have this feeling, and I think this also has to do with the idea of bringing new shkalim for the korbanot, is that it's not just, every once in a while you have to fix things in the Mikdash, because otherwise it'll be all run down. This has in itself an important meaning. It means that we have to renew ourselves in our lives. We have to renew ourselves in Avodat Hashem. We have to reconnect to the Mikdash. We have to reconnect to the mitzvot. We have to reunite together as a nation. We have to continuously, again and again, start from the beginning. We have to repeatedly go back to the start and bring the korbanot from new shkalim. We have to repeatedly donate money for the Mishkan. Building the Mishkan, building the Mikdash wasn't a one-time deal, because it isn't something we can just rely upon and say, whatever was in the past, that's enough. We have to renew our connection to Hashem. Bringing the money again and again every year is a symbolic way of showing that we need to renew ourselves. We need to make sure that our connection, that our spiritual lives, that our devotion to Torah, to mitzvot, to Am Yisrael, to the Mikdash, to this deep covenant that we live is still very strong, that it feels like it would just happen yesterday. And how do we make sure that it feels like it happened yesterday? We make sure to continuously maintain it by bringing new donations, by bringing new shkalim. We're showing that our connection to Hashem, to the Mikdash, to each other is just as exciting as it was in the beginning. Shabbat Shalom.